introduce about the topic of Zener diode and meet my colleagues Akash, Choudhary and Deepak Kumar. These are the registration number.
Zener diode. What is Zener diode? As we know, Zener diode is a semiconductor device which allow current to flow in the both directions, but especially in reverse bias. And for what Zener diode, reliable voltage regulation. Zener diode operations. For what? Versus reverse bias, breakdown voltage and Zener reason. And forward versus reverse bias, Zener diode behaves like a normal diode in forward bias. In reverse bias, they either the Zener reason. And additionally, breakdown voltage. Vz is the voltage at which the Zener diode starts conducting in reverse. This is a key parameter. And next, Zener reason. In this reason, the voltage remains nearly constant. Current changes have little effect. And now we move to the next slide. Dividing deeper, Zener diode mechanism. There are three mechanisms: avalanche breakdown, Zener effect, and temperature coefficient. In avalanche breakdown, for Vz, the value is greater than 5.6 voltage, a high electric field accelerates electron to high velocities. In Zener effect, Vz is less than 5.6 volt, quantum mechanical tunneling occurs through the narrow diplicity region. In temperature coefficient, Vz varies with temperature. It's positive for avalanche, negative for the Zener effect. Now we move to the next slide. Voltage regulator application. Now my teammate Ashutosh Anand will continue this slide.
Now we will discuss about the voltage regulator application. One of the most common application of Zener diode is this circuit symbol, basic regulator and series resistor, which are recognized for easy use and direct principle. Now we are moving toward the next slide. We will discuss about the voltage regulation theory. Now we will discuss about this voltage regulation theory and design. Regulation, calculating rupees and power dissipation in Zener diode. Here we will, in regulation, we will maintain the cost output despite into the load changes. And now we will moving towards the next slide of over voltage and protection. Here we will discuss about the protection mechanism, placement and clamping in the Zener diode, in which we will in placement place the Zener diode in parallel, and in clamping limit the voltage the circuit sees, and in protection we will protect the circuit from the voltage spike. This is the over voltage protection of Zener diode. Now we will move toward the next slide of diverse Zener diode application. Here we will discuss about wave shaping, meter protection and voltage shifting, in which we will discuss about the Zener diode. Here clip or limit voltage waveform is used in wave shaping, and in meter protection protect and allow meter from overcurrent, and in voltage shifting bias circuit at specific level. Now I will call our third team member Aakash Choudhary for next slide to represent.
So we are going to our next topic, Zener diode advantage. Zener diode, my colleagues and my teammates are introduced about. We are going to introduce this slide in Zener diode. Zener diode is very expensive, fast response and sharp breakdown. And this is the VI characteristics of Zener diode and diagram of Zener diode. Now we are going to discuss about the VI characteristic of Zener diode and the diagram of Zener diode. Here is the VI characteristic of Zener diode. In this diagram, we are seeing that in forward bias current are increasing and reverse bias current are decreasing. Here is the avalanche breakdown. At this point, current is maximum. And this is the diagram of Zener diode. This is the anode and this is the cathode. And conclusion of Zener diode. In Zener diode can be a great voltage for a low power. Zener diode can regulate voltage power for a low power sensor, and Zener diode are available for simple voltage regulation and power voltage protection. Select Zener diodes are considered application, context, and limitation. So we are explain the Zener diode very well. So thank you.